Hey guys, welcome back to Skylanders Ring of Heroes. Now today's video we're going to be looking at a unit that I absolutely love. He's probably one of my favorite looking units in the game, and that is Chopper. This is just such a cool design. A baby dinosaur that was a runt, so he created himself a helicopter basically to fly around and be stronger. Like, it's wicked. He's really cool. Love the look of him, and he actually works pretty well too. My idea for him was to get a B9 team together to hopefully 3-star it, but when we get into that you'll see why that doesn't quite work. But he is still very strong and has a very good use in Arena at the moment too. So we'll just go into him and talk a bit about his skills and his runes and stuff like that. So the first skill is I really like because it's really mana efficient. It's a 1 mana cost on a 10-second cooldown, so it's a fairly low cooldown and a really low cost. And the crit rate down, it's not the best effect to get, but hey, it's a free effect that lasts for 3 turns, so it's nice. It can reduce to an 8-second cooldown, which is really nice. But yeah, it's just a really good skill, and when we go to his passive, it works really well because you can just proc his passive off of it. His second skill, it isn't so, like, it's really good, but it's very expensive. So it's 6 mana, 6 seconds. The 6 seconds is really nice for Arena to, you know, get early turns, because your first turn is decided by the lowest cooldown ability, or as soon as you can activate the ability determines who can go first. But it just approaches the enemy, roars in their face, and casts Disrupt. So if they're charging an ability, it'll disrupt them, and removes 1 buff. Now this is really, the effects in this are really good. The Disrupt would be handy. I'm thinking about Wailing Labyrinth level 10, which is Magic Boss. He's got elemental advantage against that. The boss does have a charge skill, so he's got the Disrupt, and he's also got the buff removal, plus the crit rate down is also really nice for it. So that's really nice. When I was looking at Beast 9, sorry, I also thought this would be good because you got the buff removal of the attack buff or the crit rate buff from the boss, and you've also got the crit rate down, so more survivability and all that sort of stuff. This still says at skill up, he gains attack up for 1 turn when attacking tech element opponents. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong. We'll look at his passive now and say why that is. Early on, this passive said that it was against fire and tech opponents, and now it's changed to fire and magic. So I'm wondering if that tech here was supposed to be magic as well. If it's meant to be magic, it makes him even better for that idea of Wailing Labyrinth 10. But if it is tech, it's sort of not that useful, so I wouldn't even go for it anyway. But this passive is what makes him really cool. 30% chance to deal a strong bonus hit to another enemy when attacking fire and magic element opponents. So the cool thing about it is, it says another, but it does attack the enemy that you're targeting. But if you do kill an enemy with one of his first or second skills, and then he procs the passive, he will still attack another enemy, which is really nice. It's only a 30% chance, skills up to a 50% chance. I wish it was 50 at base, skills up to 70, because it would be really good, but he is only a 2-star, so we can't expect too much of him. But it actually hits really hard, this skill. His first and second skill hit decently hard too, but the real magic happens with this passive. So what we might do is we might jump into a B9 run. Before we do that, we'll check out his runes. So he's pretty standard attacking unit. He wants attack percent. For the defenses, he wants flat HP and flat defense. So I've just put him on strike dodge, just because I had some good dodge runes. So I went for a crit build. I don't have any good crit damage runes, so I've just gone for attack on slot 1, obviously. Crit rate on slot 2, that's a 5-star maxed out to 28%. So that's the best sort of there I have for crit rate. And then yeah, just some 6-star runes. Nothing amazing. This one was decent with the 8% crit rate. But yeah, nothing amazing besides that. Like I said, I've got attack on that last slot because I don't have any crit damage ones. If I had crit damage, I'd probably try crit damage there, just to test the difference between them, because I'm still not 100% sure on the scaling which one would be better with a crit. But yeah, so that's his stats there. He's got decent tankiness because I do have my best attacker runes on him. And his attack's a bit lower, but that's because we got the crit rate rune to get him up to 74%. Ideally, I'd like 80+% crit, but you know, we're still fairly mid-game, early to mid-game, so we haven't got the best runes yet to be able to put proper sets on and really test this out. But we'll jump into the Beast Labyrinth and level 9 and check him out. So this is the team I wanted to try him with, and when we jump into it, you'll sort of see why it's not overly reliable. I'll chuck it on manual and just do a few moves just so you can see how he works. So we'll try and get him to do some attacks here and maybe proc his passive. There it is. And you can see that passive actually hits pretty hard. And that second skill didn't crit, but also does hit really hard when it comes off. So we'll leave it going here a bit longer. Keep selecting his skills just to sort of showcase what he can actually do. I might even click the auto again. So you know that they're doing decent crits. So that's 3k for 2 hits. That's 6k crits on the second skill, which is really nice. But yeah, the reason I say he's not good for, like, this team won't get the 3-star. Maybe if I had better runes on my snap, it might get there. And there you go. That was 7k for the proc on the passive when it crits. Once again, I feel like when I have high crit rate, my units just don't want to crit, but it's really, really strong, that passive. It does a chunk of damage, but the problem with it is that when he does proc his passive, it's a very slow animation. So both of his animations on his skills are fairly slow. That one's slow because it's shooting all the missiles, and then his second skill's slow. He just walks up really slow to them, and then the passive, the way it spirals the missiles around, just really hurt the times for speedruns. So I don't think this team's going to be able to do it. If you guys are wondering about a team to clear Beast 9 3-star, tools for you, an awesome German streamer. I've mentioned him a couple times before. He's a great guy. He's always streaming. Get on his stream and check out. He does speak German, but he's happy to speak English if you guys jump in. But he actually managed to clear it early in the week. I saw a picture with Boomer instead of Chopper here. So I've been farming Boomer for about a week and a half now, and I've still only got him, I think, 5-star +4, not awakened. So I've got another week or so to go farming that. But yeah, just for those that are interested, he had Snapshot, Boomer, and Whamshell, and managed to actually 3-star B9, which is an awesome achievement. So I had been playing my alt account a bit more, but after I saw that, I saw he's overtaken me. So the competition's ramped up. So I'm going to actually start playing this account a lot more and refreshing, because I did run out of gems on this account. But now that I've had 2 arena resets, I've got about 4k gems, I think. So I'm going to start refreshing pretty hard on this account and trying to progress a bit faster now. But as you can see, he does do really decent damage to the boss. Chunks him pretty hard there. But like I said, the slow animations really hurt the chances of the speed team working out for this. But the damage is definitely there, and I feel like in the right team, he will be very useful in dungeons, especially in that Wailing Labyrinth. Maybe not so good in speed teams, but he might be good in the safer teams once you have 3-starred that you're trying to get reliable clears with. So you don't know, but unfortunately he's gone down there, and now my Whamshell is going to die. So that's the end of that run, but you can see how he works. That was just a good little demonstration of him, and we'll just end that. But the other thing I really wanted to show you was Arena. So in Arena, he's actually got a really interesting role at the moment, and there's a bunch of counterplays that you've got to go through. So at the moment, the Arena meta is very much a Kaboom meta. So pretty much every team, there are some differences, but most teams you see are going to have Kaboom, Whamshell, Tough Luck, Stealth Elf. Those are the main 4, and normally it's Whamshell, Kaboom, and one of the other 2. Sometimes it's any combination, but normally that's what it is. So we'll just jump into one here and see. So this is a prime example. So this has the Whamshell, Kaboom, and Tough Luck. So we'll get into something a bit more technical here. So the reason I like Chopper is because he can counter Kaboom. He's got that 6-second cooldown. He's got elemental advantage. If he crits with this one, he's doing fairly decent damage, around 6k, which may not get some kabooms, but should get most of them. If they've got lower defense, he'll do more damage. But if he does proc his passive, he's guaranteed basically to kill a kaboom. But yeah, so I like that. The fact that he can outspeed a kaboom and get the kill. The one trouble for it is, so as we can see here, the Chopper has a 6-second cooldown on his second ability. The Tough Luck has a 5-second cooldown. So the awkward thing about this is that the Tough Luck can actually move before the Chopper and cut out his and kill him before he gets the turn. So me bringing the Wham Shell, it gives that Tough Luck 2 enemies to attack if she does decide to go for that skill first up. So I've got a 50% chance of him surviving it. But the other thing is, if she does kill him, that means that the enemy's mana is depleted. So my kaboom, because right now the bombs are really strong, so the kaboom bomb is what really counts and does a lot of the damage. So if she drains all that mana, then my kaboom is going to get the bombs on first, which is going to be a real big advantage for my team. So we'll jump into this and let's see if I can make it work. Hopefully it does. We'll see what happens. But there's a lot of counterplay. But this is the reason I really wanted to try him, to see if he could beat this kaboom meta. So let's just target the kaboom, try and get the roar off first, and see what happens. So there you go. That was about, I think, 6.2 or something K damage, and I should start pressing some abilities. But yeah, he got it done fairly easily. Got through it. Didn't proc his passive. If he had have procced his passive, he would have then attacked another enemy with it, but he didn't need to. All he needed to do was kill that kaboom, and then I was good. But like I said, if the Tough Luck had have actually killed my Chopper, it would have been okay, because then my kaboom could have bombed, and then I would have been fairly safe because my bombs would have been on first. Yes, there's a chance I could still lose, but it does give me that good counterplay of getting what's the strong in the meta at the moment, which is the bombs up first. So we'll let this one auto through, and then we'll see if we can find one with a stealth elf, or maybe we'll do a few battles, because I'm actually enjoying this Chopper at the moment. I did have to remove my Tough Luck rune, so I'm going to have to swap them back to Tough Luck as I farm that Boomer. But yeah, the Chopper is actually really nice for Arena. Just like I said, to counter that kaboom. So we'll find a Stealth Elf, and then we'll find another Tough Luck, and just really work through this. So let's have a look here. This is pretty much the same thing. So the main threat in this team, this is actually a really strong team because of the Nightmare, because the Stealth Elf can kill me pretty hard with my double water mech. So we'll jump into it and see what happens. I'm still going to want to kill the kaboom, and then probably land some bombs with my own kaboom, but I might charge first with him. I haven't actually tested all the timings yet, so let's just have a crack and see what happens. I might even go straight into that second. Ooh, see, we just missed it, but it's okay because the kaboom's not attacking. We'll get rid of him. We'll avoid the bombs. And then what we'll do here is we'll go straight in, and there you can see the ultimate Dino Destruction procced off of the proc the passive off of killing the kaboom, which meant it then attacked the Nightmare, which is really handy. So we got to quit. That's another thing that's you've really got to keep an eye on. When they summon the villain, it actually releases your targeting, so you've got to retarget. That's caught me out twice now. So that was another pretty good example. Mine needs that bit more damage. I feel like maybe if I had a 6-star crit damage rune, it might get me over the line, because I think the scaling is better, but we'd have to see. So let's have a look at another team. No, he's not going to shine in that team at all. So that one, let's see what this is. Okay, this is a Stealth Elf one. So same sort of thing, except this one, you're guaranteed first turn because the Stealth Elf doesn't have that 5-second cooldown ability. So let's jump in and see if we can demonstrate the power of the little dinosaur with the helicopter. I just love his design. He's too cool. So let's jump in. Let's hit this kaboom first. Oh, he did get the shield passive, which hurt. Okay, luckily he didn't use. Okay, we should still be good here. We might be bad here. We didn't proc the passive. The Stealth Elf is going to destroy us, and that's GG. Okay, the shield really hurt me there. I didn't land the crits, so that's RNG. That's the game. So we'll end that, and we'll try that once more. That was a fast death to me. Yes, it was. Good name. All right, so let's try it again. See what happens. and see if, hopefully he doesn't proc the shield, and hopefully we get crits. I'm curious at the HP of his Kaboom anyway, just to see. It's at 8,000, so, but only 1,200 defense, so we might actually get enough damage out of it, but let's try again. You only learn from losing, so here we go. Please don't proc your shield. Let me proc my shield. Ah, no crits. I feel like we were there with crits. But this could be game just through... Oh, that was a lucky proc. See there? I got the kill, procced it. If my Kaboom can get his attack in, we might be safe with those bombs. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Alright, need my broccoli to give me that big heal. It wasn't so big. Alright, hopefully this is just coming down to if I can juke his attack with my broccoli. Yes, that's what I wanted. Alright, if he doesn't kill me here, I should be good. Because I'll knock him down. And then I should have the time. As long as he doesn't get to knock me down, then we've won. That's a really solid defense. Like I said, that crit, I feel like we would have had him. His Kaboom straight up if we had a crit. The missing the crit did really cost us there, but like I said, it all comes down to the runes you have. But I'm just having fun with this chopper now, and I've probably taken this video a little too long. How long are we at? We're at 16 minutes already. Sorry for the long video, guys, but that's the chopper. The chopper is a really awesome unit. Looks too cool for school, but yeah, he's got that niche use for arena. I feel like later on, especially in that Wailing Labyrinth, he'll be really good, but really easy to build. The awesome thing about the Nat 2s as well, with like this guy, if you don't want to build him straight away, he was like the last Nat 2 that I've built, so besides Gorilla Driller, who I'm just doing now. But the awesome thing about the Nat 2s, and especially the Nat 1s, if you don't build them straight away, just from all the summons you get, now I've lost what they're called. Now we've got to look at the Wishstone summons. Because of all the Wishstone summons you get, eventually you'll have a lot of fragments. For instance, this is where my Gorilla Driller is. We do get some through questing for him, so he's a bit of an outlier, but I have not farmed Gorilla Driller at all, and I've got him 5-star Awaken +3 just from all the Wishstone summons and the odd Realm Souls and stuff like that. So even if he's not one you want to farm, just keep him in mind, and if you end up having a lot of shards, he's another one to go through. For instance, the Gilgrunt, he's one that is not farmable at all, and I've already got him 2 6-star and fairly close to Awakening. So that's just something to keep in mind. I have really dragged this video on, so I'm sorry guys, but thanks for watching another one, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.